RPO.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Nighthawks.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
This taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Nix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Carl Granderson. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
It's a pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Nix to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. B.J. Hill. He's in there to drop him. And it leads to 4th down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Take it in, back at his own 12. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Drive will start on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. This one complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Waller. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Contrary to what all of the fans at home think, I don't have rooting interest in any of these games. But as you know, when it comes to tight ends, there's no bigger fan than this guy right here. I want to see them be able to connect, especially on those big plays downfield.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now the gun is a run at the gut. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go play action here with Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
3rd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. He works free, right side. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Talk about establishing yourself in this league as a young player. You don't have to be perfect. But, man, when you get opportunities to make big plays, when they come your way, you got to take advantage of it, and boy, did he ever.
And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That is incomplete. They were trying to take the lead, but they're going to remain down by a point. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. But even 20 yards, impressive start to this drive.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a run going left, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Right at midfield. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The open man is Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of 13. And that will be a first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 4. Williams. Going right, it's taken in. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Harris. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Nighthawks will take a 14-6 lead.
Steelers 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Whoa! He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He is having his way. Another big game. This time 18 yards and a first down.
18 on the play. And the Steeler first down.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
And although it's just the 2nd quarter of this one, they'll chase the points now and try to get things tied up.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point.
They're going to try to run it in. And he finds his way into the end zone again. Good stretch, finding the goal line, the touchdown, and the 2-point conversion.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. This one caught by Waller. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now this offense can use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. 3rd down and 3.
What is up?
Got it with Smith and Jigba. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing again, Williams. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. Now the offense will use their 3rd and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And you think back earlier, remember, Mike, he threw that pick 6 in a very similar situation. So this time around, much better decision, doesn't take any chances. Smart move to just throw that one away.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Hold on.
They try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is caught. And he's in. Javon Baker. Touchdown, Nighthawks. On for the PAT is off. The kick is good. And the Nighthawks have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Final 2nd now of this first half as this one is away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Captain. Hold on a second.
The third quarter begins with a run. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Matt Milano.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Davon Baker was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
All right, So that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
From the 21, here's second and a couple. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Quick throw, taken in, and it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
The 23-yard line.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
In order for you to be able to operate at this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
It's going to be third. They need one. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Steelers first down. He gets 5 and needed only a yard.
A gain of 5.
And the ability to continue to sustain a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 43.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 7. Throwing. Next. The second down throw is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try to run. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Open man, left side, he's got it. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They get 24 on that one, and that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let it up.
They'll stay on the ground. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Harris. He's up to 21 touchdowns now. What a campaign.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now second and 6 at the 27-yard line.
He'll run. And he's going to have that first down. Tackle made up around the 35.
Good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
The 37-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Nighthawks will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. He's not gaining any either. It's third down. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They're winning ways.